been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Sampson. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Packers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Love will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jordan Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pass midfield, look out. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Wilson changing the play. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go, Shaq.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
On play action. Love to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Dances by at the 20. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In motion left goes Watson. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
19, Tiger.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Straight ahead, here's Here's Tracy. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing is Wilson. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 8. Right back to Tracy. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 28 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 10. Throwing. Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Here we go. Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Steps away. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Wilson. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. Born in the music. Born in the music. Born in the music. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a music. I'm born in a music. Just don't stop. Born in a music. Born in a music.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go here on a Thursday night. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. On comes the Packers punting team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out. Yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Now Russ. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
He's done his man, complete to Johnson. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down. On the give, it's Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, Wilson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Come on, set.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
In motion, Reed.
Check up.
On 2nd down, Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll go for it. Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On play action, Love. Quick throw, taken in. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
The man in motion is Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Play action. Now, Wilson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Here we go, set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Go play action with Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Packers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to tuck it and go. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half.
That one intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception, and now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll run it.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. Second down.
Now Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
With the score, Packers 17, Giants 7.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up, them